welcome to a Novel Console, your very first episode of the year. Whoa. You were muted.
I was.
My name is Chris, and with me is my beautiful co-host and wife, Karradyne.
Hola.
How are you doing today, Karradyne?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am.
Yep, we both are.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if this is your first time or 161st time coming into the show, welcome. We're glad you're joining us for an episode of A Novel Console. You hope you stick around, have some laughs, and maybe find some new things to enjoy. If you want to reach out to us, you can do it on our socials, which is basically at A Novel Console on every platform, or you could email us directly at anovelconsole@gmail.com. Or if you would like to support us, you could do it over at patreon.com/A Novel Console. I don't know if that's a / or not.
I think it is.
Okay.
It's a / whatever.
Your turn.
Please tell your friends about the show.
The show.
And about the show.
The jus
And
for dipping your sandwich.
leave us a review wherever you can because they help us be more discoverable. We also have a Discord. If you want to join that, shoot us an email saying so, or go to our Twitter X thing and look for the pinned tweet X thing.
Yes. So what are we doing today?
We're talking about every book we read and every game we played. Well, we're just going through the list.
Giving a little bit of an
2023
opinion on each one.
Each one?
A little bit of an opinion, like a sentence.
Like a sentence? Okay, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. And what else? That's it?
That's it.
Okay. So before we get started, couple of things. We do have the giveaway happening soon. We need to figure out exactly how we're going to tally the entries. I know I had mentioned to you before website. I don't remember the name of the website that would keep track of the tallies for us. You know, it would tally Google reviews, Apple reviews, and all that as separate entries for the people who entered the giveaway. We're giving away, what are the names of the books?
A Psalm for the Wild Built and A Prayer for the Crown Shy.
And Pikmin 4. So we'll be figuring that out probably this week, and maybe next week you will have some answers. So last year we talked about having resolutions for the last year. I don't remember what they were. Maybe we can look them up for the next episode and figure something out with that if we manage to complete them or not.
I don't think I succeeded in
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think I did either. Do you have any resolutions for this year at all? Anything reading related? Stop messing with your face related?
Read more. Lose weight. Same thing.
Every year?
Every year.
Okay. So my resolutions for this year is to beat or play or whatever a bunch of indie games, right? Because my Switch is bloated out the ass with indie games. And my other resolution is to play as many must-play games of all time as possible. So if you have any suggestions of any must-play games, just shoot them at me over on Discord. I think I'm going to be making a channel on our separate Discord that Karradyne and I have for them, as well as a books channel for her that she might be interested in reading. And I might keep a tally or a tracker on the regular Discord about the games and how they're going and whatnot. We're also going to be doing this new thing where whenever I finish a game or Karradyne finishes a book, we're going to sit down and talk about it and bank that so that we can just stitch it together for a future episode, because that makes it a whole lot easier for her to be in the mood to record, because she's never in the mood to record.
I'm a cranky baby.
You are a cranky old lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm a baby.
No lady.
I don't want to be an old lady.
Too bad you're an old lady.
No.
I don't like babies.
I'm not an old lady for another 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Why?
Then I'll be 35. Then I'll be an old lady.
That's 2 years away from me. That's a year and a half away from me.
It's 3 years away from me.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, so that'll make it a whole lot easier. I know you wanted to write reviews. Do you still want to do that?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Because it would be real easy to write them on Word, and then I'll just paste them over on Patreon?
I don't know.
You don't know?
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
You're asking a lot of me right now.
I'm not. I'm just asking you. Do you want to?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't have to say yes or no. You just be
I
like,
don't know yet.
okay, then let me know if you do, and we'll figure it out.
Okay.
All right. All right. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Can you tell me how many books you read last year?
Only 89.
Only 89.
Yeah.
Only 89.
Pretty upset about it, honestly.
Guess how many books I read last year?
None.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's not the same. You're not a reader.
Nobody's a reader.
Oh my God.
Even readers only listen to audiobooks. They're not readers either.
Audiobooks are reading. You do not be an ableist asshole.
You don't know how to read, you don't get to book.
How many games did you beat?
I beat 64 games.
That's upsetting.
Why?
Because our numbers are way too close together.
Right?
Way too close.
Right?
For comfort.
Right?
That's only 25 off.
Kind of.
25.
But as we go, you'll see how mine are just like different iterations of the same game, or like a bunch of different short little games, stuff like that. So, do you want to start? Wait. What is the average of, what was it, 85 and 64?
Yeah.
Average of 85 and 64. So 74.5. No.
That's not what you're trying to find.
No, I'm trying to see how many books.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't know how to math that. I don't math. I know what you're going for, but I don't know how to get there.
Wait,
I don't remember how to get there.
How many times does 64 fit into
Do that.
85?
89. 89.
89?
Mm-hmm.
89. Let me see here. 0.71. Wait. 0.719. That doesn't math. That doesn't math at all.
Oh, dear.
Will probably knows the answer, and that fucker's not telling
Let's
us.
just go in fives. That's easy. Just go in fives. Yes,
How
I'm going to wind up with more, but...
How about we do it like that last year, and you do 2 and I'll do 1?
Okay.
Because last year you were doing 3 and you had a shit ton more.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't math.
Okay. Do 2 and
Ask
then...
Will in advance next year.
Yeah, fucking asshole. He's
2,
not telling us right
1. Okay.
Yeah.
My half-star ratings are going to be off because this is all I'm pulling from Goodreads. And I don't, unless I actually posted the review on Goodreads, which I'm really bad at doing, I can't put half stars on Goodreads.
Okay.
So
you technically read more counting the DNFs?
No. I'm saying if I gave something 3.5 stars, I'm not going to be able to see that I gave it 3.5 stars.
Okay.
It's just going to tell me 3.
Right.
Unless I actually reviewed it on Goodreads, which I normally don't do.
Okay.
Because I slack.
All right.
Okay. I'm doing 2?
2.
Okay.
Yes.
This is mostly, for the most part, going to be in the order that I read them because Goodreads Reading Challenge is pretty good about staying in order.
Okay.
Okay, so first was X's and O's by Amy Lee, and I gave it 4 stars. It was cute. It was the second book in a series.
Did they go under? Somebody wake them up?
Stop it. Beartown.
Were they immortal? Did they call them when they're sober?
I quit. I quit. Anyway, Beartown by Frederick Backman. Pretty sure I am supposed to talk about that on the show. I was about to say I did talk about it on the show, but I haven't talked about it on the show because I got to talk about it with Burger Champ, the whole series. I had previously DNF'd it. We were supposed to read it as our winter book, and I was like, no, I DNF'd that. And then he got me to read The Shining, which I also DNF'd, but went back to this and actually liked it. Yes, Beartown, 5 stars. Yay.
Okay. My first game is the first game that I beat every single year. First thing, New Year's Day. Star Fox 64. 9.5 out of 10. It's a classic. Beat it every year multiple times. Favorite game of all time. I did do a counter of how many times I beat it last year. It is Pretty high up.
How high?
34 times.
What?
I beat Star Fox 64 34 times.
Did you count
that
that 34 times?
Yeah.
You did.
I think I actually missed a couple that I didn't count. And yeah, because there was like a period of like 3 weeks right there where that's the only thing I would play. Because I was
Damn.
trying to get all of the medals on both easy and hard mode on both 3DS and Nintendo 64 mode, which are different modes on the
You're
on the
crazy.
game. I fucking love Star Fox 34 times. And I think I missed a bunch of them that I didn't add onto the counter. So who knows? Maybe I beat this game like 60 times and I don't even know.
Damn.
Only Satan knows. What's your next 2 books?
Okay, I cannot believe it's been a year since I read this. I'm kind of baffled right now. Kingdom of the Feared by Carrie Maniscalco. It was the 3rd book in the Kingdom of the Wicked series. I think I gave it 4.5 stars. It was good. It wasn't as good as the other 2 books. And then Mysteries of Thorn Manor, which is a novella from the Sorcery of Thorn series by Margaret Rogerson. I gave that 5 stars.
Okay. All right. So my next game was the original God of War for the PlayStation 2. I gave it a 7 out of 10. It has amazing combat, but the platforming and the puzzles fucking suck. I did a whole video on it on YouTube, so if you guys want to hear in depth what I thought of the game, go check it out. I know that soon I will have another one out on God of War 2. And then hopefully 3, because I'm almost done with the whole series. It's a journey I started last year, gave up halfway through it, and picked it back up this year when I got my Vita grip, which is a game changer. Next,
I read Crumbs by Danny Sterling. Gave it 4 stars. It's a graphic novel. Then Coming Back by Jesse Zabarski. Gave it 4 stars. Also graphic novel. It's pretty cute.
okay. My next game, God of War Ghost of Sparta, gave it a 9 out of 10. I think this is the second PS Vita game of God of War. This is the correct way to make a God of War. This is the correct way to make the classic God of War formula work. I had fun from start to finish. I remember I think I was playing that while I was in California for the second time. What's your next one?
Over My Dead Body, a witty graphic novel by Sweeney Boo. I gave that 4 stars. I know the name. I have no idea.
Sweeney Boo.
Sweeney Boo.
Sweeney Boo.
The Daughters of East, also graphic novel by M.T. Anderson and Joe Rue. I gave that 5 stars. It was actually really good. They were both library books.
Okay, so this is going to be a twofer. Was it January? God damn, that was January. GoldenEye 007, the original Nintendo 64 game, was released on Switch on the Nintendo eShop console, virtual console, and on Xbox. I played the Switch version. I gave that one a 6 out of 10 because the controls were fucking awful, and it gave me the worst motion sickness. But then I played it on Xbox. The controls were amazing. It didn't give me motion sickness, and I gave that an 8 out of 10. Yeah, so motion sickness, not a lot to do. Still a great game. So play it on Xbox if you're going to play GoldenEye. Next.
Shoot me. One More Thing, Stories and Other Stories by B.J. Novak. The book that won the Patreon poll. 1 star. And then Almost as Bad, Spare by Prince Harry. 2 stars.
Gross.
It was very painful. The beginning was pretty good. And then he just starts writing about all of his drugs and shit. And
BJ.
Yeah.
Blowjob.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I was over it.
Next up, Gears of War 3, 8.5 out of 10. That game was fucking amazing. I played that with Thrak for our Gears of War series that we were doing. Playing it with friends is the way to go. Please listen to that episode. That was a great, great fun time. Next.
Lifetime Passes by Terry Bloss and Claudia Aguirre. 5 stars. Another graphic novel. It's in a theme park. It's kind of fun. Then I read issue 61 of Saga. I am very far behind on Saga. I need to pick it back up. Brian K. Vaughan, Fiona Staples gave that one 5 stars.
You could have padded out your list with Saga at the end of the
Well,
year.
you know what? It's going to pad out this fucking list.
My next game, chosen by the patrons, Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I wrote, pace yourself on this. The third story was a fucking slog to get through. I put 90 plus hours into this game.
Shit.
Because it's 3 stories, right? Because it's 3 houses that you have to go through, right? You have to go through the little tyrant Nazi princess's story, the douchebag pretty boy story, or the goody two shoes story. And the goody two shoes story was so fucking awful. It was God. But yeah, I hate the people from 3 Houses and 3 Hopes. All of those characters fucking suck. I don't care about them anymore because this game made me hate them, even though it was a fun game to play. What's next?
Next, we have Gleanings, which was a book of scythe stories. I gave it 4 stars.
Gleanings was last year?
Yeah. Almost a full year ago. I finished reading it on February 4th.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Cheshire Crossing by Andy Ware and Sarah Anderson, which is where Dorothy, Alice from Wonderland, and Wendy from Peter Pan all come together. It's a graphic novel. Gave it 4 stars.
Okay. So next, Keith from Main Quest had invited me over to talk Star Fox on his podcast. So I have a bunch of Star Fox games. So I started with Star Fox Assault on the GameCube. It felt like playing a brand new Star Fox experience. The game shines brightest during its linear missions. And I had to swap the controls because they start out as inverted, so they didn't make any sense to me. So once I flipped them, I was like, oh, this game fucks. And I blazed through the rest of the game. I've been meaning to give it a replay on the Steam Deck because I could barely see anything on the screen that I was playing it on because the GameCube is so fucking ancient. But it was a fun time. It was a very, very fun time. What's next?
Next is Dancing at the Pity Party, a dead mom graphic memoir by Tyler Fetter, graphic novel. It's not as morbid as it sounds, but it's kind of morbid.
What
I gave it 5 stars. Dancing at the Pity Party, a dead mom graphic memoir about a girl whose mom dies of cancer. And then one of my favorite books of the year, it was in my top 10. I can't remember if I put it in my top 5. Let me look. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
What's the name of the book?
Hold on.
Oh my God. All right.
I put it as number 7 in my top 10. Heart of the Sun Warrior by Sue Lynn Tan. It's the second Daughter of the Moon Goddess book. Give it 5 stars.
Okay. My next game was Star Fox Zero. This is the Wii U Star Fox game. This is the last Star Fox game ever made. It gave it an 8 out of 10. The fucking motion controls and second screen will keep this one grounded on the Wii U till the end of time. Regardless, I really enjoyed this game.
Good.
It was like playing a brand new Star Fox experience, and I absolutely loved it. I really want Nintendo to bring this series back. What's next? Next,
I have Mishadra by Yasmin Omar Atta. Gave that 4 stars. It was a graphic novel. And then issue 24 of Something is Killing the Children, which I also need to pick back up, by James Tenney IV, Werther Deladera and Miquel Muerto. I gave that one 4 stars.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Star Fox for the original Super Nintendo. I gave it an 8 out of 10. It is a technical marvel. It does chug like a motherfucker, but it's still impressive to see it in the console that it came out. It does look...
Got lots of Star Foxes.
Yeah. I think I got like 2 more. Yeah, 2 more. Next,
Saga issue 62 by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. Gave that one 5 stars. Definitely need to pick it back up. And then issue 20, I'm out of order. Issue 23, which should have been before the last one, of Something That's Killing the Children, 5 stars.
Okay. The next is Star Fox 2. 7 out of 10. It's a little bit more tactical, but not as fun as Star Fox, the original for the Super Nintendo. It doesn't have enough linear stages, which are my favorite stages in Star Fox. It's still a fun time. I mean, they did the right thing when they canned it and decided to focus on releasing 64 for the Nintendo 64. Glad it's out officially and you can play it pretty much on the Switch or the SNES Mini if you have it. What's next?
Next is My Last Summer with Cass by Mark Criley. I gave it 3 stars. Graphic novel. It's pretty boring. And then I get sent a lot of children's book mail, and some of that is graphic novel book mail. So I was like, let me give it a shot. Oh, God. I read The Cold Fire Curse, Dragon Kingdom of Renly, book number 1 by Jordan Quinn and Glasshouse Graphics. Gave that 2 stars. It was painful. Do not recommend.
God, that's bad.
It's for children. Very much so.
Last Star Fox game, Star Fox Command, 8 out of 10. I covered this in the episode, I think it was a shortcake and a Star Fox enjoy something or eat something.
Shortcake?
Yeah, it was very early.
Oh, then it would have been the hating game.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was very early on in the podcast. I covered it way long ago. So it's basically Fire Emblem meets Star Fox. So what else do you want? It's tactical Star Fox. It's amazing.
The best.
It's so good.
Oh my God.
On the Nintendo DS. It fucks so hard. Aaron hates the story, but who cares?
Who cares
it's so
what
good.
Aaron thinks?
It's so good. I like Aaron. I care what he thinks.
Who cares?
Okay, go.
Okay. Next is one of my honorable mentions, not in the top 10. I know I'm supposed to be doing top 5, but oops. Kingdom of Battle and Blood by Scarlett St. Clair. It's a really sexy, really good vampire book. And then Witch for Hire by Ted Naifeh. Graphic novel, 2 stars, not great.
Oh, okay. Next, I have the Metroid Prime Remastered. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I said it should have been a 10 out of 10, but too bad that the Choso artifact hunt is absolute fucking bullshit, and the final fight against Ridley is absolute fucking horseshit.
Tell us how you really feel.
Those 2 things ruined what would have been a perfect game. They drug it down pretty hard for me. That I think we were in New York. We were sitting at the terminal in Orlando to go to New York that day that this game came out because there was a Nintendo Direct and they shadow dropped it, and we were sitting at the terminal and I was downloading it with my phone data so that I could play it while we were in New York.
After we ate that $60?
No, before.
Oh, before.
The $60 sandwich was when we were returning.
Yes.
Yes.
It was.
Can't believe we spent $60 on a fucking cheese steak.
Do not fucking do that again. You are not allowed to go hunt for food
at the airport.
Yeah. No. Not your job.
What's next?
Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. I gave it 4.5 stars because I actually posted this review on Goodreads. It's cute. It's not my favorite, but... And then something we should all remember, The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman. I gave it 3 stars.
Right. Thrak was on that episode.
He was.
Yeah. He's excited for the next one. Okay. So I have Shadow of Mordor, 7.5 out of 10. The Nemesis system is cool. The story is cool. Doing the same process for 40 hours is not cool.
No, that's not fun.
As a game, I sat down and I just played and played and played, and you were like, are you not going to do anything this weekend other than play this fucking game? And you were mad at me for it?
Sorry.
Remember?
Vaguely.
Yeah. We were still in our old apartment. So, what's next?
Next is Forget Me Not by Julie Soto. I gave it 5 stars, and it was number 8 in my top 10. And then I reread The Love Hypothesis by Allie Hazelwood, and I gave it another 5 stars.
Of course you did.
Obviously.
You love Raylo.
Come on.
Shadow of War, Middle-earth Shadow of War. More of the same game. Galadriel's Blade DLC was pretty cool story-wise, but it was pretty much more of the same. There is another mode where you play as a human with no powers at all. And and if you get killed, that's it. You have to start the whole story all over again. And I played a little bit of it. I'm like, this isn't fun anymore, so I'm done. And I quit the game entirely during Middle Earth March. What's next?
Well, I see now that I didn't read anything for Middle Earth March. I forgot. Oops. Ana Maria and the Fox by Liana de la Rosa. Gave it 3 stars. I listened to it. I didn't love it. Then Us Against You, the second Beartown book by Frederick Bachman. 5 stars. Excellent. Excellent books. Excellent. Okay, next.
Callisto Protocol, 8.5 out of 10. The combat was fun. The lighting in the game was incredible. The story was the classic Psycho wants to evolve humanity to survive in space story. So like Dead Space. This game is only hated because it's not Dead Space. I really want a sequel to it, which is never going to happen. So people hate it because it's not Dead Space, because Dead Space is a horror shooter somewhat. This is a beat 'em up a horror beat 'em up. So you have to throw hands with the monsters that you fight. Because even though you have weapons, you don't have a lot of ammo for them in the game. The fighting system is pretty entertaining. I mean, you dodge, you weave, you bob, you smack and kill and shit. So it's got pretty good gory deaths too. So I really, really enjoyed that one.
That's fun.
That's next.
Next is Dragonfly and Amber by Diana Gabaldon. It's the second Outlander book. I gave it 3 stars. I don't think I really like Outlander. I don't think I really have the patience to like Outlander.
What's Outlander?
It's very long.
That's it.
It's the one where she goes and touches a stone in Stonehenge or whatever, and she falls back in time.
Oh, that one.
In Scotland.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
And yeah, that. Then I finally gave Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune another chance because I had DNF'd it like a couple years ago when it came out. Did it come out in 2021? Huh. Anyway, I gave it another chance on audio and I gave it 5 stars. I was actually listening to it while I was working with my sister.
Nice. So my next game is Resident Evil 4 Remake. I gave that a 10 out of 10. Somehow Capcom took the perfect game and made it even more perfect. I do love the original still, but this remake stands tall next to it. It was an amazing time. And I did record an episode with Burger Champ about it. So if you guys want to listen to it, go listen to it because it's very good episode about a very good game. And actually, Resident Evil 4 is my number 4 game for last year.
Nice.
In my top 5.
Nice.
So what's next?
Next is one of my top 5, finally. The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. 5 stars. Amazing book. One of my favorites ever. It was my number 3 book of the year. And then You Brought Me the Ocean by Alex Sanchez and Jewel Moreau. Graphic novel. Didn't realize it was DC. Fucking hated it. 2 stars.
My next game is To the Moon. I gave that a 9 out of 10. It's a love story and a really good one. A really good love story. With twists and turns that are worth the playthrough. It's about 4 hours long. I talked about this game with Rick from Pixel Project Radio on the episode. We talked about it for like 20 minutes, and then the rest of the hour was us just talking about JRPGs, which was great. I remember I started and finished this game on a night where I had to go to the airport to pick up a friend who arrived like at 4 a.m. And I just stayed up all night playing this game, and I beat it before I had to go pick her up.
Okay, so
yeah.
I figured.
Yeah, this was a very fun game. I need to figure out the names of the sequels because there's sequels to it, and I want to play them because it was a very good emotional story. So
I'm glad.
I think you would have loved it. You would have cried so hard at some of the scenes.
I believe it.
Oh, it's like some of the scenes I was like, holy fuck, that's heavy. Your turn. Next,
The Quarantine Princess Diaries by Meg Cabot. Easily probably my most disappointing read of the year just because I loved the Princess Diaries series. And this was a pretty big letdown. And then did I say I gave it 2 stars? 2 stars.
Okay.
Then a surprising favorite. I kind of soft DNF'd this book for a while, and then I went back to it and I fucking loved it. Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree, 5 stars. I made it number 9 on my top 10.
Doesn't Marila not shut up about that?
Yes, she loves it.
Yeah. Okay. Next, I closed a door from my teenage years that I had never closed. Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Final Mix. I gave it 8.5 out of 10. It had shitty platforming. The combat could be tedious. Ansem and Ursula are fucking pieces of shit, and they can go fuck themselves. But it was a magical adventure, and I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. It was fantastic. And that game that was chosen by the patrons, too. And that game started my journey of beating every Kingdom Hearts game. And I only got through this one and started the second one and gave up. So
Bless
I
it.
got to do that this year because I need to replay 2, and 2 is my favorite. So we'll see where this journey takes us. What's next?
Next is Hellbent by Lee Bardugo, the second Ninth House book. I did not love it. I gave it 3 stars. And then, very disappointing, Every Day, the graphic novel by David Levithan and Dion MBD. This is a graphic novel of one of my favorite books from, I think it was like the end of high school maybe, or early college. This graphic novel made me realize, much like I think I would feel about every YA book that I read back then, if I reread it now, fucking hate it. It was awful. 2 stars. And guess what I did? I immediately went to my bookshelf, found that book, found the sequel, found the 3rd book that I never read, and that graphic novel, and I put them all in my Bright Light bag.
And took them to Bright Light.
Yep. Fuck that.
Okay, so next, Asher's Wrath. I gave this 8.5 out of 10. This is the game that Thrak and I played for that episode of The Golden Compass, because we're making the decision that whenever you guys cover a Golden Compass book, we're going to cover a game where we kill God at the end.
Right.
So the next one, we figured one out, but I don't know if we kill God at the end or not, so I got to look into that, and then we'll decide. But this game is basically Goku of War. A man too angry to die kills the gods. It's fun anime bullshit weekend game. Thrak hated it. I thought it was the most insane, stupid fucking bullshit I've ever played. It was amazing, and it was like $11 for it with all the DLC.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Your turn.
Okay. Next, Lore Olympus Volume 4 by Rachel Smythe. 5 stars because all of those books are amazing. And then the final Beartown book, The Winners by Frederick Beckman, another 5 stars.
You read a lot of Frederick Beckman last year.
I just read the whole series. It was just 3 books.
Oh, okay. My next game, Wanted Dead. It is 7 out of 10. It has terrible voice acting, a weird story, really basic gameplay, but it's a fun time if you can find it at a discount. I bought that game. It's that pink one right there that you see, Wanted Dead. It's kind of like a John Wick simulator, but the difficulty is all over the place. I played it on easy mode. The first stage was almost impossible. And as you get abilities, it becomes a whole lot easier, but it's a whole fucking mess. It's worth it if you find it at a discount, but it's still a fucking mess. It was pretty interesting.
Bless it.
Enjoyed it.
I'm glad.
Next.
Love Theoretically by Allie Hazelwood. 5 stars. Favorite book of the year. Top notch. Top tier. Best book. The Witch and the Vampire. One of the worst books by Francesca Flores. I talked about it on the podcast. It was fucking awful. 1 star.
All right. Dead Island 2. I gave that an 8 out of 10. 10 years after it was first announced, it finally released, and it was a fun experience. The gore system was impressive as fuck, and it never got old. The missions did start feeling samey towards the end, but I really enjoyed it. I know Will from Friday Night Gamecast also enjoyed it. It's an 8 out of 10. It's like a basic ass game, you know.
Basic ass.
The gore system is fucking crazy because you're fighting zombies the entire time. So, let's say you have like a knife or something and you swipe and you hit the zombie's belly and like its guts fall out. Like it just cut open his belly and the guts fall out. Or like if you punch it in the face, depending on what you hit it with or how you hit it, like you can see like their jaw just like completely break off, or like their face just get like sunken in from where you hit them, or like if you punch them, their eye socket breaks and the eye pops out. The game is fucking crazy. The gore system is insane. It's so cool. So yeah, that was a very fun game to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So much fun.
Okay. The Do's and Donuts of Love by Adiba Jagirdar. 4 stars. It's very cute. It was like a teenage Great British Bake Off, but gay. And then I forgot, I did read one Middle Earth book. It just took me for fucking ever to finish it, which is why it doesn't show up until June. The History of the Hobbit Part 1, Mr. Baggins, by Tolkien and John D. Rateliff. So not exactly a Tolkien book, but it was what I chose. Okay. Remember with the random facts and stuff? Yeah, that was fun. I mean, it was really fun, but it took me forever to read it. So, yeah. Anyway, next.
KOTOR 2, Knights of the Old Republic 2. I did this one with Kiko on the Star Wars month. The game crashed a ton. Sometimes the characters would say their lines and it would just prompt me to choose my answer. The characters wouldn't say their lines and it would prompt me to choose my answer. The game kind of just ends. It's a good game, but it's missing a lot of the charm of the original. I really like the original a whole lot more. This one it's okay. The ending, I didn't like the whole final stage and whatnot. What's next?
The Museum of Ordinary People by Mike Gale. I had read one of his books a couple years ago and loved it. Just thought this would probably be similar. Nope, 2 stars. And then I read a couple children's books because I get sent a lot of children's books, so I need to read them sometimes. Mm-hmm. Strong by Rob Kearney, Eric Rosswood, and Nidhi Chanani. Cute little kids gay book. 4 stars.
Kids gay book?
Gay book for kids.
Fun. Okay, Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow, 8 out of 10. This is another closed door for me. It's a game that I played a lot growing up throughout my teenage years, and I hated it because of the touch controls, because you need to do like drawings and shit to beat some of the bosses. It has the classic Castlevania combat. It has fun platforming, a horrible map design. The map is awful in this game. The glyph system fucking sucks. And after a lot of years, the game finally clicked, and I enjoyed beating it. I'm probably going to beat Julius Mode at some point in the future. I didn't go back to Julius Mode and beat it at some point in the future. So,
bless it.
Yeah, what's next?
2 more children's books. No One Owns the Colors by Gianna Davy and Brenda Rodriguez. It was cute. 5 stars. Penny and Pip by Candace Fleming and Eric Roman. Also very cute. 5 stars.
Okay. Next for me, another 10. Another one of my games of the year. I think this is number 3. Number 3. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. 10 out of 10. Game crashed once. I had some frame rate issues. 2 missions glitched and I couldn't finish them. Still, this is the game that made me care for Cal Kestis and his friends. Definitely a must play for Star Wars fans. I hope there's a 3rd game. I did an episode on this whole game with Kiko. We broke down everything and it was a fucking fantastic time. I absolutely loved every second of Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I need to give it another playthrough.
Do it.
Your turn.
Next, we have Check Please, Book 1, #hockey by Ngozi Ukazu. Very, very, very cute graphic novel. Gave it 4 stars. Very gay. I love it. And then A Psalm for the Wild Built by Becky Chambers. Everybody knows I gave it 5 stars. Excuse me. And I just lost my place, so you're going to have to deal with me for a minute. But it was number 4 in my top 10 of the year.
Got it. So my next game was Gears of War Judgment. I gave it a 6 out of 10. I was very skeptical that the Gears of War formula could be fucked up but somehow it got fucked up. I played this game with Burger Champ and Thrak, and all I remember is this one specific stage when you're kind of like on a rooftop, and there's just hordes and hordes and hordes of locusts coming, and the three of us would just get swarmed and fucked over.
Yuck.
It was hard. I am dying. We did an episode on it. It's a pretty fun episode, but yeah, 6 out of 10.
So then I have The Happy Life of Isadora Bentley by Courtney Walsh. Nothing to write home about, 3 stars. And then The Last Tale of the Flower Bride by Roshani Chakshi. Actually really enjoyed it, even though it was super fucking weird, 4 stars.
Okay. All right. So here goes the game that was on pretty much everybody's game of the year list, but it wasn't on mine because I kind of hated it, but I liked it at the same time. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh boy.
I gave it an 8 out of 10. Okay. This game felt like a 6 a lot of the time. At the end, the game felt really padded out and got very tedious, but that final fight against Ganondorf was pretty damn good. The beginning fucking sucks, and it took a while to get used to the controls. The building was garbage, and it was shoehorned into every mission. It felt, if the building would have been optional, then I probably would have had a higher score for it. It's still a fun game, but I am just not a fan of make your own fun in games. Minecraft has never been a game for me. Games where you're farming and building and doing stuff like that have never been for me because I just don't want to exert the brain power or do what the game wants you to do with the building so you can maximize your output or whatever. I just want to go play the game and that's it. I don't want to create my own fun. That's your job as a game developer. And I hope that the next Zelda games step away from this Hyrule, step away from this fucking open world bullshit, because I'm tired of it. I think pretty much everybody is on the same boat of 2 games is more than enough. Let's go back to classic Zelda or do something new. So, your turn.
Next, we have recommended by Burger Champ Cosmo Knights Volume 1 by Hannah Templar. I gave it 4 stars. And then Chicken Mate by Allie Hazelwood. I gave it 4.5 stars. It's categorized as young adult. It's definitely not. It's more new adult. I think that was one of the reasons why I didn't love it as much as I normally would her. Yeah.
Okay. Next game, Pikmin 1, 8 out of 10. It's such a wonderful game. The Switch version had some issues with the Pikmin, but it's still the best looking version of the game. Having this game accessible will make it so that I play it a whole lot more. I think this was Patreon chosen at some point.
Which one?
Pikmin 1.
Oh, I don't remember.
I think it was at some point, and then Will is like, play the second one too and talk about both of them. And then I was like, I'll just play 3 as well. I think that was 2022, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, yeah, it's on Switch, and it's $20. It's cool. It's great. Your turn.
Next, I have With You Forever by Chloe Leese. I gave it 4 stars. And my worst fucking book of the entire fucking year. What is it? You know,
Fourth
this.
Wing.
Yes, Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Fuck that shit. Just like you said, it was on everybody's top lists. But it's at the very bottom of mine. It's number 89.
Yeah. I mean, Tears of the Kingdom isn't the worst game I played this year, but it's still kind of a fucking stinker with some of the decisions they did. My next game, Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I DNF'd this game. Shao Kahn is a fucking bitch. I loved the game, except for the final boss fight. I got to the point where I got the fight against him with full health, but he continued to spam the same cheap shit attacks until I died. I would love for the game to get remade or ported correctly with online and co-op. But yeah, I didn't remember DNFing this game. And Shao Kahn is a fucking little bitch, fucking pussy, asshole.
Probably thinks you're a bitch.
Well, he's a fucking bitch. He keeps
Oh
spamming the
boy.
same bullshit to fight me. Dickhead. Your turn.
Next, I have Flamer by Mike Curado, graphic novel. It's fine, 4 stars. And then the Ashes and the Star Cursed King by Carissa Broadbent. It's the second Serpent Wings of Night book. 5 stars. It was great.
Next, Dead to Rights. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. It is a mindless shooter with a gritty edgelord noir narrative. I kind of hated this game when I was a teenager, but now that I understand what to do as an adult, I had a good time. And you have a dog in this game that rips people's throats
Oh,
out.
no.
So he's a good boy. His name's Shadow. It's a good dog. It's a good dog, Shadow. Your turn.
Next, I have City of Ruin by Charissa Weeks, 5 stars. And one of my honorable mentions, I don't think I put it in the top 10, no. One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. Great book.
Gears of War 4, 8 out of 10. It's more Gears of War, only prettier. It's like it's fight a lot of robots. It's nothing great. It's nothing new and innovative. Your turn.
Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross, 5 stars. And I made this my number 6 in my top 10. And Do Your Worst by Rosie Dannon. I actually finished this on the plane back from Boston. I gave it 4 stars.
Next, Pikmin 2, gave it an 8 out of 10. I didn't hate it as much going around it this time. I still find a lot of things in the game to be bullshit, like how enemies are merciless sometimes, and other times they're just tame. Hazards like bombs dropping from the ceiling, rocks, or enemies in the caves are still bullshit, and Louis is a gluttonous asshole. Fuck him. I might fuck around and 100% it. I did fuck around and 100% it.
Oh gosh. Okay, House of Roots and Ruin by Erin A. Craig. I gave it 4 stars, which is surprising because I have not really enjoyed any of her books that I've read so far. And Morbidly Yours, fucking loved by Ivy Fairbanks. I gave it 5 stars, and it's one of my honorable mentions.
Next, I have Sonic Advance, 8 out of 10. I finally finished this game for the first time ever. It was a ton of fun. I didn't get the Chaos Emeralds because I have no idea how to access the bonus stages. And I think I found a Chaos Emerald by accident once. You know what the Chaos Emeralds are, right?
I know you've talked about it.
Do you remember the Sonic movie, the second one?
Yes.
Where Sonic goes Super Saiyan and he has like some emeralds?
Yes.
Those are the Chaos Emeralds.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to find them so you can become Super Saiyan Sonic and then beat the game or whatever. But I beat it without them. It was pretty fun. Your turn.
This was a Patreon winner, Sisters of Sword and Song by Rebecca Ross. Gave it 4 stars or 3.5. I don't know. Then here's where my reading year started to spiral downward into hell. Okay. Fragments of Horror by Junji Ito. I did give it 5 stars, but it just got worse from there.
Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, 7.5 out of 10. I'm conflicted on the score. The first time I played it, I absolutely loved it. This time, not so much. The story is full of fluff, and that pretty much killed my interest in it. I did, however, have an amazing time with the battles and racing Digimon. The whole min-maxing element is very fun, but the waiting for Digimon to level up and gain necessary attention points for certain Digivolutions is not as fun. Grinding is fun, though. Next.
Lore Olympus Volume 5 by Rachel Smythe, always 5 stars. And then Smashed by Junji Ito, 3 stars.
Okay. Metroid Zero Mission, 9.5 out of 10. It is a fantastic game from start to finish. I feel like pure action from beginning. It feels like pure action from beginning to end. You lose your suit near the end, but then gain it back with a few amazing upgrades that turn Samus into a murder machine. This is an amazing time start to finish. This is an amazing start. Go to series, even if it's a remake. What the fuck did I write? Did I have
you were on crack.
I had a stroke. I think I meant that this is an amazing start to the series, even if it's a remake. I played this and I meant to play through the entire Metroid franchise, and I didn't. I stopped at Super Metroid because I kind of hate Super Metroid, but I think I'm going to go back to it this year because I have like 2 games left that I didn't play. Next.
Next is Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail by Ashley Herring Blake. Gave that 5 stars, and y'all already know that. And then Soichi by Junji Ito. 2 stars.
Dungeons and Dragons Chronicles of Mystara, 7 out of 10. So this is a fun game with friends to an extent. It would be awful as a single player game. Hitboxes are all over the place, but it's still a fun Capcom beat 'em up. I played this with Burger Champ and Thrak because it was like $7 and we bought it. So, next.
Tombs by Junji Ito. We read that one with Burger Champ. Blah, blah, blah. 4 stars. And then 6 Scorched Roses. It's also in that Carissa Broadbent series that I've talked about. I gave it 5 stars. It's a novella.
Okay. Pikmin 4. 10 out of 10. This is my number 1 game of the year. It is the perfect Pikmin game. A ton of issues I had with the series has been fixed here. It's probably the easiest and most accessible entry in the series, but it is such an amazing time. I will replay this game many times in the future. Edit. Post-game content was so much fun. From Olimar's extra story to the challenge cave and the rest of the stages and challenges. Cannot wait to have a lull in gaming to replay this game again, which I did a few weeks ago. And it was just as perfect as playing it the first time. The day
Oichi.
Oichi.
Oichi. Oichi. Not Oichi.
No.
Ochi.
When your mom apologizes and Charlie apologizes and you apologize for ruining my Pikmin 4 weekend, I will stop being so bitter. Because you 3 fucked my weekend. 10 years waiting for this game.
I know.
And you 3 destroyed it. Assholes. Your turn.
Okay, you're only in July. I think we need to go down to 1 for 1 because I'm getting down to my final books of the year.
Okay.
Hocus Pocus, the illustrated novelization by A.W. Jantha and Grizz Grimley. I literally sat and read this on Halloween as we watched Hocus Pocus. 3 stars.
Okay, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for the Super Nintendo, 8 out of 10. You played this, actually.
Okay.
It is a fun beat 'em up. It's easy. It can get a bit annoying when you're ganged up by enemies. I hate Sack's character model. They made him look like a monkey because black people are...
right.
Japanese people are racist.
That game.
Yeah, you played it. You played the first stage. Actually, I think you got to the first boss and everything.
I think so.
Yeah. That's a fun game. Very fun game.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Next
is I reread Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell and Faith Erin Hicks. It wasn't as amazing as I remember thinking it was the first time I read it, but I still gave it 4 stars.
Okay. Next, The Smurfs on Game Boy. 7.5 out of 10. This is when our power went out, remember?
Oh, shit. That was an awful night.
So I finally read it wrong that it was not finishing this game way back in the day when I had it for the Game Boy. It was very fun. The music was amazing. The stages weren't that hard. Beating it with save states still counts because I had to use save states for some of the boss fights because some of the boss fights were kind of bullshit, but it was still pretty great. So 7.5 out of 10. Fun game.
Next is Ruined by Sarah Vaughn and Sarah Winifred Searle and Nikki Smith. It's a graphic novel. It's very Bridgerton-esque. 4 stars.
Okay. Metroid Samus Returns. 6 out of 10. This game could have been so much better. The map was very small with not many secrets to discover. It completely neglected the appeal of Metroidvanias, which is to go back and explore areas with different abilities. The bosses were damage sponges with obnoxious patterns that required you to die to learn. Killing 40 to 50 Metroids, it's alluring, but its execution is tedious. Some of the fights have artificial padding, making it so that you have to visit 3 different rooms to fight and take down one boss. I enjoyed this game a lot the first time I played it. This time I was ready for it to end. Also, why the fuck is Ridley in this game?
Oh boy.
Ridley is a giant space dragon. You basically kill it in every single Metroid game. You killed it in the first one. I don't know why you're fighting
Why he
him
keeps
again.
coming back.
Why he's in this game. It makes no sense for him to show up in this game.
Oh boy.
Your turn.
Okay, so this is the only book that I read in the month of November. The Dragon's Bride by Katie Robert. It's very mindless. It's not very well written, but it was fun. 4 stars.
How many more books do you have left?
13.
13. Should I do 2 apiece?
How many do you have?
A shit ton. I'm still in August.
I guess you do too.
Okay.
If only Will had done this math for us, but he sucks and he didn't do the math.
Fucking Will.
It's probably something weird and would have been wonky anyway. Whatever.
Right. Okay, so next I have Final Fantasy 16, 9 out of 10. I really wish they had committed to the character action combat system. So had it made to be more like Devil May Cry than what it was. The story and characters were fantastic. It truly felt next gen. It did not feel next gen during the not plot progressing segments like being at the hideout or doing side quests. Gav, Byron, Dion, and Sid were the fucking chads of this game. Sid was incredible. Every time he showed up and he started talking, I was like, oh my God. My swoon. Next game, Star Wars Rogue Squadron, 8 out of 10. Sometimes it felt like their enemies had their ships trained on you and only you. Sometimes it felt like they were waiting for you to shoot them down. Finishing this game closes another chapter of games I didn't beat when I was a kid. It left me wanting for more modern space shooter mechanics, but all in all, it still holds up. The Y-Wing stages can eat shit and die.
Oh boy.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, then I reread Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen for funsies and ideally for the month of October because it's Gothic, making fun of Gothic novels, but I didn't finish in October. Because it's not my favorite Jane Austen. I gave it 3 stars.
Okay. Crisis Core Final Fantasy Reunion, 9 out of 10. Holy fuck, this game is fantastic. It's the best entry in the Final Fantasy VII universe. There was a lot of the game I forgot, like the final part where you have to collect the material to open a door and fight a cheap-ass behemoth who keeps healing itself. With better writing and better acting, this game would be unrivaled. It is a must-play, even if you don't like Final Fantasy VII. I do remember that. The writing and the acting were pretty fucking terrible. But the story itself is really, really fucking good. Gears of War 5, 7.5 out of 10. The gameplay changes were unnecessary. The Lancer felt nerfed. The Lancer is the gun, like the series staple gun. It's a giant machine gun with a chainsaw attached to it. JD dying was the best part, and I can honestly do without the open world segments. Don't fuck with the gear formula. Backpedal and give me more of the same of the previous games. JD is the main character of the fourth game. He dies in this game. You can choose to have him or his best friend died. I was like, fuck JD.
Oh my gosh, you're terrible.
He's so fucking useless.
Damn.
And his dad is the main character of the first 3 games. And you can tell the entire 2 games that his dad hates him so much.
That's awful.
And at the end, he dies, and the dad is like, huh, he died.
What the fuck? That's so sad.
It's so fucking funny.
Damn.
Oh, useless children. What's next?
Next is The Scandalous Confessions of Lydia Bennett Witch by Melinda Taub. It was all right. 3.5 stars.
Okay. Gears of War 5, Hive Busters, 8 out of 10. This is a DLC. This is what Gears of War should be. Fun linear shooter with likable characters. That's all Gears of War is. You don't need anything else. Just likable characters, fun linear shooting. The next, True Crime, Streets of LA, 8 out of 10.
Oh boy.
The game and this music slaps. The driving makes sense. The shooting is fun. The hand-to-hand combat is awful. I usually spam just low kicks and basically beat every fight just doing low kicks. It was a great time revisiting one of my favorite games from my teenage years. This is the game that I have told you about where my grandma would sit and watch me play.
Oh.
And she'd be like, beat him up, arrest him, kill
That's
him. My grandma would be just telling me how to play the game.
Very cute.
All right, what's next?
Next is The Last Quintista by Donna Barba Iguera. I think I talked about this a little bit on the show. I think it was in a reading place. I wound up giving it 5 stars.
Okay. Immortals of Avium, 8.5 out of 10. This game is if they took a YA fantasy novel and turned it into a game. It has plucky young heroes, silly dialogue between characters, love interests that go nowhere, betrayal, everything. The combat itself was fun. Shooting magic from your hands as if they were guns felt great. And I wish more games did that. I'm docking some points because the last few chapters devolved into beat enemy waves until a continue happened. And then enemies just became shielded bullet sponges, which is never good. It's still a fun game. I enjoyed it a lot. It is literally a YA novel with like nonsense nothing names for like the bad guys and like the MacGuffins that would save the universe. And yeah.
It's fun. Next is A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. It's a Hades and Persephone story that you had bought me a while back for my birthday. Gave 4.5 stars.
Yes. Next, I have Shantae Risky's Revenge, 7 out of 10. This was a double pick from the patrons.
Right.
Ooh. It is a fun-ish game.
Ish.
What I mean by that is that the gameplay, platforming, and combat are fun, but the map really leaves a lot to be desired. Jesus. It only shows a somewhat overall view of the overworld. The dungeons are sizable, but they desperately need a map to make sure what has... I write like an idiot. They desperately need a map to make sure what has been seen and what not.
You don't even know.
a better working map would have raised the game's point a point or so.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Infernax, 9 out of 10. The last trial before the extremely easy final boss was tedious but manageable. The game is perfect, bloody, gory, and fulfilling. Short Metroidvania. Definitely worth the time. Might fuck around and check out the unlockable characters. I did. They were fun. Still 9 out of 10. Next.
God Killer by Hannah Kaner. I think I gave it 4.5 stars. It's a very fresh new fantasy. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Okay. Mortal Kombat 1, 9 out of 10. This is the new Mortal Kombat game.
Mortal Kombat.
God does it always feel good when a brand new Mortal Kombat game comes out. The story is batshit awesome as always, and I found 2 characters that make sense to play as. I can see myself putting a ton of time into this game if I only had friends that liked Mortal Kombat.
Yep, Jen.
I do, but...
She always wanted to play Mortal Kombat with you.
Yeah. But I don't think she plays video games anymore.
Oh.
I don't know. Next.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. Next is the actual best dragon book of the year, Murtag by Christopher Paolini. We thought he didn't still have it. We thought this might be weird considering that it's been so long since the last book. But no, it's actually great. 5 stars.
Yes. Next, Resident Evil 4 Remake Separate Ways, 9.5 out of 10. It's the DLC for Resident Evil 4, so it's more of the same, so it's good shit. Let's see. Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance, 8.5 out of 10. I really like this game. I remember liking it the first time I played it. I didn't remember how much the music sucked. It was awful. The game, in my opinion, looks great. I particularly like Just Blue Outline. I don't know how to say his name. I didn't like how there was a ton of bosses that all boiled down to hit them hard enough for them to die. I loved the Bible with Ice Magic Weapon combo, which allowed me to cheese bosses. The second castle was reminiscent of Symphony of the Night. Really enjoyed this game a lot. You can combine the Bible with Ice Magic. So
interesting.
You'll end up loving the Bible's Ice Magic. So, next.
Next is my number 2 book of the year, Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig. It is the second book after One Dark Window. This is the one where you and my mother found me in the bedroom hyperventilating with my makeup all over my face, crying my fucking eyes out because this book is fucking amazing. It is so good. It has a very high average Goodreads rating at 4.51. That's pretty fucking amazing.
Pretty high.
I wonder what Fourth Wings is. Let me go look.
Okay. While you do that, Dead Space Remake.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
4.62.
Gross. Dead Space Remakes, 9 out of 10. It is a fantastic game, a must play for horror junkies. The gore and viscera are up front, and the story is very interesting. I hope they remake 2 and 3 as well, since 2 is my favorite, and I think making changes like they did to this one on 3 would be a smart idea. We covered this game with Burger Champ on the Tombs episode. Castlevania Portrait of Ruin, I gave it an 8.9 out of 10. I have been waiting to revisit this one for a very long time. I'm glad I finally did. It's not as amazing as I remember, but it still plays a lot better than Dawn of Sorrow. My main complaint is that the game takes anywhere from 4 to 6 hours to beat, which makes it exceedingly shorter than other Castlevania games, especially since this main castle isn't as big as the other games due to it having smaller areas to explore in the paintings in the castle. It's a great concept. I wish that had been explored better. I love this game. I just wish it was longer and had bigger weapon variety. Also, young Dracula looks like a dick bag. What's next?
Next is the book that I probably should not have read right after Two Twisted Crowns, because nothing was really going to live up to that. It's Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. It's just a really cozy, very low stakes book, and it just wasn't what I needed after that. So I gave it 3.5 stars.
I have Resident Evil 5. I gave it a 6.5 out of 10 alone and an 8.5 out of 10 co-op. I played this with Threk. The stages feel like a disjointed mess of ideas for stages. There's no cohesion to them. The boss fights mostly suck, and there's nothing big in the horror department. But goddamn, if this isn't what TV shows think co-op video games are. It's a great co-op experience, and a lone experience, not so much. So this is like, oh, I have this weapon and you have bullets for it. Give me those bullets and I'll trade you for this gem or this fucking healing item. And that's mostly what me and Threk did. This is the one where I died and I yelled at him because I died because of him. And you were like, stop screaming at Threk. I was like, you killed me, you fucking son of a bitch.
That was very mean. Very, very mean.
You know, no, it was, you kill me, you fucking bastard. And he started laughing his ass off. And you're like, don't talk to him like that.
It's not very nice.
Meanwhile, he's leaving me deaf with how hard he's laughing.
Bless him.
Spider-Man 2, 10 out of 10. This is my number 5 game of the year. Everything I hated about the original game was fixed. Everything I loved was made better. Peter and Miles were amazing. Harry was a child, and holy fuck, was the story great. I can see myself replaying this game a few more times. Cannot wait for the third game. Next.
Next was You Again by Kate Goldbeck, 5 stars. The cover of the book makes you think you should read it in the fall. It's actually a New Year's Eve book because it is a Harry and Sally, When Harry Met Sally retelling. It's very centered around New Year's Eve, and it's also Raylo and horny and great. Highly recommend.
Okay, next game. Assassin's Creed Mirage, 8 out of 10. I hope the Assassin's Creed goes back to this formula. Short 20-hour game with doable collectives and a decent mission structure with none of the bullshit RPG elements. These games will never be more than an 8 out of 10. So just keep aiming for that and don't try to reinvent the wheel. I really enjoy playing this game. So Ubisoft, don't try to do more than you're worth. Stay in your 8 out of 10 lane. Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, 9.5 out of 10. This was also chosen by the patrons. This game fired on all cylinders from start to finish. It is a fantastic entry in the Shantae series and probably my favorite so far. Some platforming challenges at the final dungeon really tested me, but the overabundance of health and little damage done when falling made it so that I could trial and error it. I really enjoyed 100%ing this game. Cannot wait to continue this series. Your turn.
Next is Faking Christmas by Carrie Winfrey. I should have known better because every Carrie Winfrey book I've tried to read, I have DNF'd. But Spotify has a ton of audiobooks now, and I wanted to listen to something Christmas because Christmas. 2 stars.
Next, I have Metal Slug 1. I give it a 7 out of 10. It's fun, but far from the best in the series. I played this with Haynes one of the days he was hanging out here. Next, RoboCop Rogue City. I gave it an 8 out of 10. It is a fun, cheesy, and janky first-person shooter. I am vaguely familiar with the RoboCop franchise and having watched bits and pieces of the original and all of the reboot movies. This game is about 16 hours long. It's a pseudo open world game, and it would be a bargain of $40, which I'm sure the fans of the original movies would love every second of this game and would be willing to pay full price. I can't believe how much I enjoyed this game. It's an RPG with RoboCop. It's fun, stupid. It's 80s nonsense. It's great. Yeah.
Next is a book that was on the last backlog list that I'd been wanting to read for a while. Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison. It's a Christmas book. I'm glad I got to read it. I was literally reading it Christmas Day, but it ain't that great. 3.5 stars.
You have 2 more books, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I have 2 more sets of games. The Return of the King, 8.5 out of 10. It was a fun romp through the major battles of the Return of the King movie. The Two Towers game is still my favorite, but this game is still worth a play, even if at the end it feels like an ad for the movie. I played it because I'm doing an episode with Dave Jackson for this game. I think it comes out on the 24th of this month. So keep an eye out on Tales of the Backlog. It's a fun episode. Next, I have Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name. I gave that a 10 out of 10. It is my number 2 game of the year. This is the best Yakuza game gameplay-wise. It was fantastic being in control of Kiryu again and seeing what he did during his time between 6 and 7 and during 7. The ending was emotional as fuck, but it didn't reach the levels of Like a Dragon did for me. Definitely an important must-play for the fans of the series, so if you do love the Yakuza series and you are thinking of playing Infinite Wealth, play this game. It does have some important stuff going on in it. It didn't make me cry. Everybody else was like, it's so sad, it was so boohoo, and I was like, yeah, it's sad, but it doesn't do anything for me. Not like a Dragon. That one had me hyperventilating, and you were like, if you cry over this game, I'm fucking divorcing you. Remember?
Yeah, I was going to be pretty mad.
Yeah, your turn.
Okay. Next is my last Christmas book of the season, Claws and Effect by Piper Rain. It was cute, I guess. It was a really quick read, listen, whatever. I think I gave it 3.5 stars.
Okay. My next batch of games, which is my final batch, Halo Combat Evolved, I gave that a 4 out of 10. Fuck the flood. Fuck the driving in the final stage. Fuck the inconsistent waymarkers. And fuck Master Chief. This is the worst game I played the entire year. Fuck this game. You're going to hear more about it when I do the Halo episode with Threk. Next is Naruto x Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections. I gave that one an 8 out of 10. It's just another Naruto fighting arena game. The changes made to the combat, like making rounds transition seamlessly, are a welcome addition. Also, having the full roster available from the start of the game is a smart idea for those of us who just want to play the game with friends. It put me in the mood to start reading Boruto, so I did. What's your final book?
My final book is also my number 5 book of the year, Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. I stayed up until 1:30 in the morning to read this beautiful book. This is the second book in the Divine Rivals duology, and I'd like totally rigged my little setup so that you could go to sleep and I could keep reading my book. It was amazing. 5 stars.
Good. Yeah, so that's it for our books and games that we read and played this year. Do we want to run through our top 5s real quick?
Sure.
Okay. You want to start or do you want me to start?
I can start.
Okay, go. Number 5.
Okay, number 5 is Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross.
Why?
I don't want to run through it if I have to explain why. Just
say
it was good. Like I literally just talked about these. I'm not explaining it again.
Okay. Marvel Spider-Man 2 was my number 5. It was just a Spider-Man game. It was a fun time. Next.
Number 4 was A Psalm for the Wild built by Becky Chambers.
Why? Just do it.
Because it's amazing.
Why?
I just talked about all this. No, I am in pain. I don't know if you just saw me, but my back started seizing up. So no, you go now, please. Thank you.
Next, Resident Evil 4 Remake. Perfect game made perfecter. Next.
3, The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. Because vampires. Go.
Number 3, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. It's fucking perfect Star Wars game.
2, Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig. Made me cry like a baby.
2, Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Mind Who Erased This Name. Fantastic, amazing game.
Love Theoretically by Allie Hazelwood because it's Allie Hazelwood.
Good.
Number 1. Sorry.
Number 1, Pikmin 4. Pikmin 4. It's a perfect game. That's it. Yeah. So that's it for this week's episode. Karradyne, do you want to say goodbye to everybody?
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.